Heidi ho, neighbors! Some of you younger people are going to have to Google and find out what old TV show that was from. Today, listen, I'm going to show you how to use some scrap GoBoard. I had this from GoBoard wedges from a job that I did recent. Came out great. And I'm going to make a corner seat, that suspended corner seat in a shower for a new job. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm building a big shower right now that is about 54 inches wide by almost 70 inches or so long. So we got room for a nice corner seat. So that's what prompted me to make the seat out of GoBoard wedges. Okay, this little diagram here was kind of give you an idea. Seat will be in the corner, and I'm actually going to cut it into the wall. So I need those tabs to stay on my seat. I'll fabricate it when I'm on the job site, but today I'm just going to show you how to build that little bit. GoBoard wedges are tapered. Okay, you can see obviously it's wider here than it is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that. I'm going to put them back to back. So I got the thicker edge on this side and the thinner down here. I'm going to slide it so that I do have the thickness will vary by about 1/8 of an inch. So it'll be a little thicker on one end than on the other. The reason for that is when I set my seat in my shower level, the pitch will be to the front, and so we have a way for the water to run off the seat so it doesn't pool over in the corner. We're going to be using the official GoBoard sealant to put the boards together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to run the whole face of our seat with the sealant, just smear it down so it's nice and smooth. When I fabricate and I put it in my shower, I'll also use the GoBoard sealant to stick it into the wall, seal it around the edges, and then we're watertight. We're good to go. All right, now with our GoBoard face to face, actually because this was consistent as far as the pitch on each board, face to face, this makes it actually equal. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using these little 1/8 inch horseshoe shims on the back side of my seat, and so that will get that pitch that I wanted, 1/8 inch from the back to the front. So if we measure over here, we're actually 1 7/8. Down here we're at 1 3/4. So now I know that this is the front of my seat. Okay, now it's just a matter of I put a line here so I know where I want to be. I want to make sure that one of the edges are flush. Now all we got to do is separate the boards, take the GoBoard sealant, and just make a very consistent and full coverage of the sealant between our boards. So we're literally laminating this together to make the seat just shy of 2 inches thick. That will be plenty of support. This is very strong material. It'll be very easy to cut and fabricate, and it'll definitely be strong enough for the seat for our situation. Okay, I showed you previously we have to have our wedges in there, so we'll just shove them in there. I'm going to take sealant and I'm going to go across here too to just make sure that this whole seat is covered on all the sides of it, just so that it's all waterproof. So again, these shims will do great. All we're doing is pitching it so it's 1/8 inch from the back to the front, which will be plenty for water to run off, and it won't feel uncomfortable like to slide off. Okay, remember from our original design, we're going to have those little tabs there. Okay, but we want the board to be consistently pitched away from the corner, so I can't just do my layout in the square corner. So I actually have to make the 45 on the back of it. Anybody remember how to dissect a 90-degree angle to get a 45 from geometry? You don't remember that? Me either. So I got my square. I can lay it in here. That I can put my other framing square on here, get my corner. I'll have a square corner, and then we'll get our front of our seat, cut that on the table saw, seal it up, and it should be done. Okay, now it's a matter of just laying this out. Like I said, I'm going to leave our tabs here. I got some measurements. Just use your square. Make sure that everything looks pretty decent. Again, I'm going to fabricate this on the job site, so I'm just kind of getting a rough cut. So there's that one side tab. This piece will be completely gone. We won't need that. That's where the 2x4 framing is in the corner on my site. This, from this corner to out here, is the length of our seat. We're able to get 24 inches, so we're way out here. So that's a nice size seat. Very comfortable. And again, I'd mentioned that our shower is a really big shower, so the people have the convenience of having a good sized seat in there. Very comfortable. All right, got everything all laid out. I know again that this is the front of my seat, obviously, because that's the way that the board is pitched. And so now it's just a matter of cutting out on these lines. These are kind of where the 2x4s are on my job site. I'm guessing this is a plus or minus, so I'm going to have to fabricate this when I'm on site. This is the front of our seat. And I'm going to cut that up. We're going to seal the GoBoard sealant on the face of this. And then I have to do these sides when I get on the job site. Okay, now that I've cut the shape of our seat, looks nice. Again, this will be where the 2x4s are. I'm going to recess this into the wall, seal that whole edge. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to seal the face of this, because then it'll allow the GoBoard sealant to go ahead and dry. Again, when I get on the job site, I'll fabricate the rest of it. So here we go. I'm just going to use the sealant. I'll put a pretty liberal amount on there. I'll put some more, but I'm just showing you. And then just take a regular paint stick, stir stick, just to seal the edge of the foam of the GoBoard. I'll clean up that edge really nice, and that'll be tiled over when our job site is on the job site when our job is done. And maybe I can get some pictures of the finished product. Again, just smear it on liberal. Make sure that you get all the corners. All right, that looks pretty decent. I'll clean that up a little bit more, but you definitely get the idea. So we're sealing this whole seat, make it completely waterproof. Okay, so we got that pretty good. I'm going to make sure that this dries before we get on the job site. Thanks a lot for watching. Hit the subscribe button or hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, and maybe the notification bell, and then we'll let you know when we got any new videos out there. This one here is doing a seat. So a floating seat in a shower with GoBoard.